I'll give you a
But I don't
reaction.
give to receive.
You're a giver, not a receiver.
I'm definitely
I
a
like
giver.
that.
What's your meat of
Present
choice?
Did you buy the camera by mistake?
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking it was 35.
I thought it was 35 and then
Yeah.
got it and I was like, what the hell is APS?
I have done that, but I've managed to cancel the order.
God,
That's
good
only really recently that I've come to realise it's brilliant
Yeah.
from shooting it on the Pentax. I've got a film number one
Oh, here we go.
and a digital number one.
Well, digital one's not
'Cause
going to count. Hello, welcome to the Full Frame Podcast with Mark and Ben. I'm Mark, this is Ben, and this is the Full Frame Podcast with Mark and Ben. Welcome back.
Thanks.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Healthy.
Yeah.
Looking forward to Christmas.
Yeah, I guess so.
As we record this, there's about 2 weeks left till Christmas, but as it goes out, there'll be about 1 week left.
Cool.
So will you be prepared when this goes out for Christmas?
What do you mean prepared?
Presents-wise. Turkey. All the trimmings.
No, I don't do turkey.
Nor
But
do I.
yeah.
What's your
Presents
meat of
sort
choice?
Well, we all know you like a nut
I
roast.
do like a nut roast.
Meat of choice, definitely not turkey. It's dry.
Nobody eats it any other time of year. So
No,
why? And then
'cause it's
they wait
crap.
till the best day of the year to eat the worst meat of the year.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I like pigs in blankets.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I'd really necessarily. I think we're going to do a pork belly this year.
Nice. Let us know in the comments what your meat of choice is, and yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about film photography today because that's what we're meant
we're
to be
not
talking
doing
about.
Christmas meats.
Christmas meats. No. Welcome to Christmas
I thought
meats.
this is the Christmas meat show.
I've got a few topics to go through. So
Yeah.
we'll go through the usual, as in we're going to do film of the year rather than photo of the month. So photo of the year rather than photo of the month.
Photos of the month. Photos of the year.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
We're going to do that. Best camera of the year. So favourite camera of the year.
What, out of all of our cameras?
Yeah, that we've used.
Okay.
Best film that we've shot
I
on. I've got some strong feelings.
think mine's going to be quite boring,
Okay.
but yeah.
Best
Worst film we've shot on, I could probably do
Best
that.
moment. From our videos. So like, that's the best
Okay,
thing.
Yeah.
Best film photography location.
Yeah.
What you're excited about in the future, and best guest on the podcast. We had 3 or 4 this year. So
Wow, yeah. Good year for the podcasts.
should we start off with favourite camera?
Favourite camera?
Also got some gifts for you.
Oh, thanks.
Should we leave that to the end?
Don't mind.
Wait till the end to find out which gifts Ben gets for Christmas. That'll
You
keep him
won't
watching for the next
believe-
hour and a half.
Mark gives Ben a gift gone sexual.
Yeah.
You won't believe what he gets him.
So let's go best camera first. We'll end on gift.
I think mine is going to have to be the Pentax.
Yeah.
But it could just be biased because it's like my most recent camera. But I do love it. It's really nice.
It is nice, no?
And I've got a nice lens on it now. And yeah, I've done some nice photos on it.
You said you were shooting mostly 120 at the moment as well earlier today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
of that.
Yeah, well, my fridge is, I think I have like 3 rolls of 35 and 20 rolls of 120
Yeah.
or something. So, yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy that more. I think I'm more satisfied with what I get out of the Pentax than I am with any 35mm camera at the moment. So,
That's good.
yeah.
No, since you got that, I've had more of an appreciation for the Rollie as well. And since getting the little clicker thing,
Yeah,
I've been so excited about going out and shooting it.
Well, now it's darker earlier, kind of night shots are, you know, you kind of have, that's what you kind of have to settle for, and I think it's actually really fun on the older cameras, shooting at night.
Nice.
Don't really know what you're going to get.
So that's your camera of the year. Mine, between, I think I've got one and I've got an honourable mention.
Yeah.
So should we start with the honourable mention?
Yeah, go on.
Honourable mention's got to go to my Canon X1, which is an APS film camera.
Oh, right, okay.
So
You really liked it?
I did a video for this earlier this week. This would have gone out last week by the time this goes out. But just sort of, I like the look of it. So I like the shooting experience. Was quite good fun. It was a good travel camera to take on holiday.
Yeah.
Good that it was waterproof.
Yeah.
I said I probably wouldn't buy APS again because it's a ball ache to get hold
it's
of.
a bit of a nightmare,
But it was just nice to shoot it, and I hadn't shot it before this year, so
it's a shame about APS because it could have been really good. Because like you can unload APS like halfway, and put something else in and stuff. So like that whole system could have been really good, but obviously just didn't kick off.
It came out in '96, so like digital took off shortly after that. So
who like produced it?
It was Canon, Kodak, and Fuji.
Really? Yeah. Oh right, okay. See, I thought maybe Kodak didn't have anything to do with it, and therefore, like, they just pushed 35 more, and it didn't kick off. But it's interesting to know that Kodak had something to do with it, and it didn't kick off.
Yeah,
but
it was mostly for like families as well, and like amateurs, and there were a few like professional cameras. But I think,
and maybe it came around at a time where it was like film was just about to. I don't know, when did it like start?
96.
Oh, 96. Oh, right, yeah. So maybe it could have. If digital had have came in later, maybe APS would have been bigger. Yeah.
And no one's made APS since 2011.
If you're a professional, you wouldn't shoot it because it's lower quality.
It's 24
It's like
millimeter.
Super 8. It's like, not supposed to be super high quality.
But I feel it was really cool. Like, I like the camera. I like the look of it as well, the photos.
Yeah.
So I thought I should mention it.
What photos? Remind me what photos you've taken on it.
So I took some ones in Italy.
The ones in the pool?
Yeah.
Is it up there?
None of them are.
Not that one.
Not that one. No,
okay.
That's the
Canon.
Sure shot. Yeah.
Did you buy the camera by mistake?
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking it was 35.
I thought it was 35 and then got it and I was like, what the hell is APS?
I have done that, but I've managed to cancel the order.
Okay, no, I think he didn't want to return it.
Yeah.
But it worked out all right.
Oh, it didn't even arrive. I literally like paid for it and then I was like, oh shit, it's APS.
Oh, right, nice.
It didn't actually say it was APS. I just Googled the model after I'd bought it and then it said it was APS.
Nice. So that's my honourable mention, but my camera of the year that I've enjoyed using most, the Rollie.
Yeah, cool.
Especially the last few months.
I think if I didn't have the Pentax, mine would be the Rollie as well.
Like especially the last few months, it does like help slow down my process more than any other camera.
Yeah, definitely.
And like the quality of the images is amazing. Just it's the best camera in it that I've got, I think.
Yeah, it's great.
Phone over here, I need that.
It's a great. I think specifically the Rolleicords, because of the price, are a good introduction into 120. I think we could do a video around that.
Yeah. Like
how to get into 120 or something, because the barrier for a lot of people is the price of the cameras, because the film is cheaper, not per photo, but the rolls are cheaper.
Yeah.
If you're like happy to have less photos and you like, like me and you like being like reined in and not being able to shoot as much, 120 is like really good for that. But the cameras are always more expensive, and because it literally goes from like a Holga or whatever it is. You had one, didn't you? Those plastic 120 things. I get it. Yeah. But that's your range. So like, how much are they? 15 quid or something?
Oh, this is a Diana.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you can see how much I've used.
Is it lomography or?
I'm not. I think they made one after. I got this about 10 years ago.
Right.
So they're so dusty, isn't it?
Oh my god! Like.
Yeah. It's a piece of plastic.
It just doesn't weigh anything.
It's awful as well. But I've not enjoyed shooting that. I shot like one roll on it.
So like this is your cheap as possible 120 camera, and then the next thing is probably a Rollie, which is like 250, 300 quid.
I saw one in Winchester for 174.
Really?
Yeah.
Like ours, or was it a bit older?
Older, I think. Yeah.
I still think they're decent, the older ones.
Yeah.
But I think the Rollies are really good.
What's the difference between a Rolleicord and a Rolleiflex?
So I'm trying to think of another company, that does a similar thing. It's kind of like Audi and Volkswagen. So like they're all part of the same company, group, but Volkswagen are a bit cheaper than Audi. And then there are cheaper ones like Seat and Skoda. They're like all the same, but they're cheaper. So Rolleicord is like the Skoda version, and then like Audi is the Rolleiflex.
Okay.
But
it's perfectly.
It's the same company essentially, and because of the era, it's not like they're built in China.
No.
They're built in Germany as well.
Well, this is like 60-something years old.
Exactly. So it's not like you're not getting lower quality. You're getting less features. So like, I don't think any of the Rolleicords have light meters, whereas some of the Rolleiflexes do, although not a lot of them work. You know, the winding on like a Rolleiflex, you've got like that nice lever that tucks away as well. Yeah. Whereas on this, it's just a thing. But like, I mean,
it still looks amazing.
That's such an important feature.
Incredible quality as
well.
Lovely
insane.
To hold, lovely to use.
You get better lenses on the Rolleiflexes, and like I think the best lens, these are like the best lenses that you can get on the Rolleicords, is a 3.5 aperture, but on the Rolleiflexes you can get a 2.8, and they're massive. But apparently they're quite a bit heavier, so it's kind of like, is it worth it? But then again, like even a 3.5 Rolleiflex, it's going to be like double the price of a 3.5 Rolleicord. So and there's other features like the viewfinder. You can swap out. Although I think the model after this one, you could change the viewfinder. So like it's not like that's not a feature on the Rolleicords. So like they share so much, but the price is so much more on the Rolleiflexes. I don't know really, but I mean I've never had a Rolleiflex. Maybe if I used one, I'd be like, oh my god, it's so much nicer. But you know, I think the shutter button is definitely nicer on a Rolleiflex, and the adjustment of the settings is definitely easier. You
still get looks when when I'm walking around with this though. Like this is the one camera where I'm like, if I'm walking around, people are like, oh, that's an old camera.
Is that a Hesse?
We had that this year. But yeah, that's definitely my camera of the year. I've used the FE more, but like I think I've enjoyed the process of this more. Yeah. Nice. What is your best film of 2024?
I think it's just going to be Gold.
Really?
And
I'm not sure a lot of Gold.
That's only really recently that I've come to realise it's brilliant.
Yeah.
From shooting it on the Pentax, like I should get my Pentax out.
Nice.
I have that loaded.
Mine. This is your one, yeah.
Oh yeah, cheers. Isn't that funny that these shoot the same thing?
Yeah, it's insane. It's like a brick.
I think the viewfinder weighs. I think the viewfinder weighs more than that camera.
Yeah. Didn't even need to pick that.
Anyway,
so Gold.
Yeah, so I think specifically Gold 120. I don't really care for it on 35. Like it's fine. I'd rather have something higher ISO that's a bit more like usable. But Gold on 120 is fantastic, and I think price is always going to be a factor for me in terms of film, because if I had the money to shoot Portra 400 or Portra 160 all the time, I'd probably be like, that's way better than Gold. But like the cost of the like how much more that is knocks it down, I think, for me. And I don't think I have even shot Portra in this yet, just because I've not been, motivated to buy a roll of Portra. The other day, Analog Wonderland had the short dated boxes of Gold. It's like 30 something quid, wasn't it, for a box of 5?
And
I'm like,
expires in June next year.
And I'm like, straight away. So now I've got like 6 or 7 rolls of Gold, and so for me, I think the price combined with just how nice it looks on 35mm on 120 is what makes it my favourite one. But that is only recently, because obviously I've only really gotten into it with the Pentax. I'm trying to think, like, maybe if you had asked me this in like August or July, what would I have said?
Do you want me to tell you mine?
Yeah, go for it.
So mine is a toss-up between Ektachrome and Portra 160.
Okay, yeah.
So this is like 2 I shot in Italy, and I immediately got back and bought more when I saw what they look like. And I have not been in a rush to shoot Ektachrome again, but what I got in Italy I was really pleased with. I've got some really good stuff there, and I'm kind of waiting for the weather to be right again, because I feel like I would waste it going around here.
Yeah.
When it's grey in Andover.
Yeah, I think even with a warming film, you're not going to like. Yeah. This is the thing, I think, like, films are good for certain like times of the year.
Yeah.
It's so hard to like a film or like to be like, this is my favourite film all the time.
Yeah.
Because, you know, but we've said like Ultramax in the past because it is quite good all throughout the year. So I haven't actually shot Ultramax for
I haven't shot it for either. I think because we shot it so much last year.
And I think we've been getting into different things.
I think Portrait 160 as well. I think when Charlie mentioned it when he came on the podcast, I was like, I'm not sure I've tried it.
Yeah.
But then I took it to Italy and I shot it a few times since, and it's been like.
Charlie showed me a few of his. He hoards all his rolls and then sends them off on one go. He showed me a load of photos the other day from when we went to London. I think he said he was shooting 400. He shot 160 and 400 throughout the day. They just look brilliant. I'm like, oh my God, they look amazing. What is it? And he was like, oh, it's all portrait. I'm like, oh yeah. I kind of forgotten how good it looks. Yeah. Like, like that's what I was saying. Like, if I had the money to shoot that all the time, I'd probably love it.
Yeah.
But I just don't shoot that enough, like, to be motivated to buy it.
Because we're shooting stuff all the time. We can't really afford to spend like £20 a roll on.
Yeah,
film.
I mean, I don't even know how much a box is.
Yeah. I bought Portrait 800 in Oxford.
I mean, a box of 5 rolls is going to be like £100, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's insane.
Yeah, it's a lot. So, but like the two I chose, Ektachrome and Portrait 160, both expensive, but like you can tell the quality's there.
Yeah, and it's cool with Portrait that you've got like a higher ISO variance. So like if you love 160 in the summer, you can just bump it up to 400 when it starts getting darker. And then there's 800 for when it's like really dark.
Yeah.
I loved 800 on 120 as well. I think I just love 120. Oh, it's great. Yeah. Actually, I remember when when I first got the Rollie, my dad bought me a box of 800, Portrait 800. So that was all I shot for like the first few months of having the Rollie. And it was great. Yeah. It was really good. And because it was like the summer, everything was pretty bright. So like I was just closing the aperture right down, so like everything was mega sharp. That made me really like 120. I think like I had a good start to 120. Yeah.
Yeah, not like this year when you've been shooting Phoenix.
Yeah, that's a bad start. I think that's put me off of 35mm, to be honest.
Is there any other films that you have liked the look of or liked shooting?
Oh yeah, I was trying to find something pre the Pentax.
Yeah.
Something that stands out for me that I enjoyed shooting, but is not like a favourite film just because it's weird, was the 1 ISO stuff.
Yeah, good show.
That was great.
Yeah.
Fun to shoot just because it like
totally different.
So weird. It's weird like being in a really sunny environment and having to shoot on a tripod and like put it on 5-second shots or whatever.
You got some really good stuff out there as well.
Yeah, mine did come out nice colours in it and that. I think I said in the video, like, if this was a 400 ISO film, I'd love it because it was really vibrant and punchy. You know?
Really different to anything else we've shot. Right, we'll do photos at the end. Before the present. Cool. Best moment.
Best moment.
So from the videos, what's the best moment?
Best moment. God. Oh, Harry Borden.
Yeah, that was best guest as well. So
of course it's going to be best. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, we've got to combine it. Yeah, like best moment is meeting Harry and he's also the best guest we've had. Yeah.
So I'd agree with that.
Sorry to the other 2 guests, but
he was better.
Harry's just cool, isn't he?
Yeah. Because we were like massive fans of his YouTube channel and then of his work in general.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I was very like tentative, like to mention him before we actually recorded it.
Yeah.
So because there was a few times where he's like, "Oh, I'm busy shooting Keir Starmer today, so can't come down." Yeah. So it's like, well, once we get it in the bag, then we can start talking about it.
Yeah.
That was a good experience. Like we travelled up to London to shoot that and meet him and Fred.
Just a
great, really cool.
A good like person to have on, like great for the channel, like, you know, really like solidifies the legitimacy of the channel, I think, as well.
And just to meet him and chat to him,
because we'd already built up a bit of a like a I don't know what to call it, like like because we'd been watching his YouTube channels, we'd
feel like you know him a little bit.
No, like 'cause I can't think of the word.
Are you thinking of the word rapport?
No, not rapport.
What the fuck are you trying to think of then?
Like we'd become a fan because of the video, like from the videos. Do you know what I mean?
What is the word?
I don't know. Like, we'd built up a liking.
Yeah,
No,
an appreciation.
Yeah, appreciation, I guess.
Yeah.
But we're a fan. But you know, yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, there was a lot we could.
We'd become a fan from the videos, and then getting to meet him was like meeting a celebrity, wasn't it? Like, you know what I mean? Not a celebrity, but like someone you admire, definitely.
I was well nervous, but I think we prepared well for that.
Yeah.
And it went well. And I've watched it a few times since. Like, it's nice to just have on.
So have I, yeah.
We could do another one with Harry and Fred, I think, at some point.
Yeah, I really want to. Yeah, I really want to think of something we can do with them.
Their channel's going to go crazy, I think, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it
we'll
is. They're going to leave us.
They're
going to leave us in the dust.
Forget those guys.
Well, these guys, they're still on 300 followers, 300 subscribers. Losers.
Yeah, maybe like 10. I don't know what they're on. They're on a lot, aren't they?
Yeah, and they've just had another video blow up, I think. Was it the Thatcher
Boris Johnson
one?
they did.
No. One of their videos that came out a while ago has just blown up randomly. I think it was Thatcher. Let me have a look.
Thatcher.
No, Hillary Clinton.
Ah, yeah, because of the election.
So it came out 7 months ago.
Well, the election happened, didn't it? So
yeah, I guess so. It came out 7 months ago, and it's just like, it's now their top video.
Yeah. Daniel Radcliffe was before that.
And that was a year ago.
So every election, that's going to come around again if she's still relevant.
Yeah, maybe.
Nice.
And maybe like some of the Prime Minister ones will pop up at
the
UK elections and stuff like that. So, yeah.
But yeah, like every week the video's really like well interested. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do because they're going to do more of the tours around the house kind of thing, and they've got a few different ones that they mentioned. Yeah,
and he's definitely influenced me to do more portraits. I think
we're working on a portraits video at the moment.
Yeah. So,
if you don't follow Harry already, please do. I'll put the details in the description.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you're a photographer, like you will just be
you probably know him already.
Totally interested in it. Yeah.
But yeah, really that was amazing. Yes. And watch that video if you haven't. That was the last podcast.
Yeah.
So please do watch that. Best location.
Best location.
I've got one if you want me to start.
Yeah, go on.
So mine was the alleyway in Birmingham. And I'd like to go back there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So there's a whole alleyway of graffitied buildings that was, I think, as we were going around it, I was like, this is the best location we've done in a while. I'd probably say since the Inn at Whitewell or the Barbican. Barbican was good on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like an enjoyable location to go down, and it was like totally like nowhere we'd done before. Yeah. Also, it was nice that it felt a bit rough, but there was no one around, so I didn't feel intimidated like we did before in Birmingham.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was a good location as well. But Barbican as well, honourable mention.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to say London as a whole, and then obviously Barbican is within that. That's probably influenced by the Barbican, but every time I go to London, I'm like, I come back with photos that I'm always quite happy with, you know.
Yeah.
Not just from the Barbican, but and every time I go to the Barbican, I think, I've done it all now. Like, there's not going to be anything.
But you get lost so easily.
But then, no. I mean, photo-wise, I'm like, I've done it all. There's nothing more to shoot here.
Yeah.
And then I come back with photos that like are amazing and different from what I've shot before. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I like doubt myself on that, but then I amaze myself as well. So I've been there like 3 times.
Yeah, I went there last week on my own because I was just in London and I was like, there's a sign saying Barbican, and I looked at my phone and it was like 0.2 miles.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll go.
Yeah, it's amazing how like central it is, isn't it? But like I'm still motivated to go after going 3 times.
Yeah.
And spending like hours there each time. So yeah, definitely London as a whole, like I just love.
Yeah, like you could just get lost walking around London taking photos.
Yeah, and I feel like there's always something going on and something different to see, you know. So
yeah, nice. Yeah, London's a good shout. Barbican. Yeah. That alleyway in Birmingham.
Nice.
All worth mentioning.
Alleyway. Yours is very very
that
localised.
One alleyway.
Yeah, just that one alleyway. The rest of Birmingham was shit.
What are you excited about for 2025 film-wise?
Film-wise?
Apart from Kodak's prices going up again.
I'm honestly just looking forward to shooting a summer on the Pentax.
Oh, nice.
Because I kind of got it towards the end of the summer. And I did get out a few times, but I think I don't know if you remember me saying, like, I felt really underwhelmed the first few months with the Pentax.
You did, yeah.
Because I shot 2 rolls of Harman Phoenix, which I hate, and then 3 expired rolls of film, which just like, even just shooting expired film, the film that's that expired, you feel a bit underwhelmed because you just don't know if it's even going to come out. So yeah, like I didn't feel very like satisfied with it, and then by the time I'd shot something decent, it was the winter. And like now, since then, I've had like loads of good photos come from the Pentax, but I want to shoot, you know, through like June and July on the Pentax.
Yeah.
Gold.
Nice.
Because I just think there's more potential for it.
We'll see. But I've enjoyed shooting stuff, and like the stuff I'm looking forward to would be we've got a couple of guests lined up.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Photography are going to come onto the podcast. We need to get that sorted.
Yeah.
Like nailed down.
That'll be really good.
We're talking about working with some other companies. But I don't know if I should mention that yet.
Oh,
we got some like different films I want to shoot.
I think
got a lot of ideas.
The growth of the channel as a whole is something I'm looking forward to in the next year. Like, I don't even know where we were this time last year. Had we just passed 100, or were we aiming for that?
Yeah, I remember meeting my mate, but just before Christmas, about this time last year, and being like, I want to get to 100 before Christmas.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And we did.
Yeah.
And now we're like near.
And now we've done another 200. Yeah. Or nearly another 300. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I really hope there's something that, like, I'm not expecting us to blow up and get to like 10k or anything, but I'd like to see like another boost next year that gets us to like 1,000 or something.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah, like, and I think we'll hit a video that does like really well, that will give us a little, you know, boost.
I think mainly we're just trying to make stuff that we think's interesting, like we want to watch.
Yeah, and like, I mean, and I want to shoot stuff. I want to get good photos. Yeah, you know. So it's like,
I think that's hard. The thing, isn't it? Like, we're trying to make stuff every week, and then it's like, I want to make stuff that's interesting as well.
But
like,
you also want them to be good as well. And
I think we are,
to get good photos. You need to go out your comfort zone, I guess, and go somewhere different and stuff. And that's hard to.
We're kind of getting that balance, I think. But we've got some interesting things. We've got dark room planned as well. A trip to a dark room. Yeah, a very dark room. Nothing in it. It's just a dark room.
This is a dark room when you turn the lights off. So.
So we've got some interesting ideas. I've put up until May plans, so we'll see how much of them happen. But it sort of moves around all the time. It's that time.
How about cameras? Are there any cameras you've been looking at that you're like?
Well, like, I looked at one like that, a Pentax 6.7. So, but like, I bought so many in the first year of shooting film.
We've both got a good range now. Like, the Pentax wasn't like necessary for me because I really felt like the FE and the Rollie was a great combination of 35 and 120. I think I just wanted something that was like, felt like a 35mm camera, but was 120, you know. So
I'll keep an eye on that and see how it goes if I want to buy one.
Oh yeah,
but I'm not. There's nothing I really feel desperately need to buy or anything.
No, I'm pretty happy.
I bought a lot in 2023.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't think I bought one this year. I bought a brownie.
Yeah,
£15. So that's nice. Right. And I quite like that. It's all right. It's what you'd expect from a
but would you shoot it
camera
again?
In 1955.
Would you shoot it again as like not as part of a video?
Maybe. I wouldn't be in a rush to do it.
No. We'll have to think how we can do another video on that.
Yeah. Just a video on the brownie would be cool.
Yeah.
My number 3. Where is it? Man on Train. Behind me.
Oh, the guy
so this was at the Warcrest line. So this is like a case of, can I take your picture? And then he's just stood there. I think ideally maybe I would have got a bit nearer to him. but I don't mind it. I think it's quite good. It's got a full length body shot.
Yeah, I like it.
It feels quite natural. The colours are nice. It's clearly he's on a train. I like what he's wearing.
Okay, this is my number 3. It's a Volvo.
Car. Yeah. This is recently in London.
Yeah, on the Pentax. Just love it.
What is it on?
Gold.
Nice. I thought it's a bit hectare-y.
Yeah,
browny,
maybe.
isn't it? But yeah, nice.
Autumnal tones, you know. Just love the look of it. Actually, fuck that. This is my number 3.
Barbican.
Yeah.
Same sort of time. Kodak Vision 3.
Yeah, it was the same day.
Nice. Yeah, I like it.
This is my number 3. The car's nice, but it's just a car.
Yeah.
But
you've got a person in there. It's the Barbican.
And that's actually a shot that I've like already done.
Yeah.
But I got the person. Charlie also got the exact same shot.
Who thought of it first?
I actually don't know.
So is it Charlie's shot or is it your shot?
I actually don't I really don't remember.
Charlie's.
We were like, I was showing them that spot because of the photo. I'm trying to find the photo that this one, right. So that's the same spot.
Yeah.
So I went there to show them that this was where I took it. And then we both took that photo. But I didn't know he'd taken it. So it wasn't like I was going, oh, yeah, that looks good. I'll take it.
When we first went to the Barbican, you were crying out for black and white film.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think it's better to shoot it in colour now, or
no?
Still would you say black and white?
I think black and white's still good at the Barbican.
Yeah,
and maybe still better. But that photo was better in colour. I wouldn't change that one to black and white.
Okay, it's a lovely
Sure,
photograph.
number 2.
That one.
The splashing in the pool thing.
Boy splashes granddad in the pool.
Yeah.
I like the way his face looks that he's splashing my dad. He just doesn't give a shit.
It's framed really well.
Yeah. My dad looks visibly upset.
Yeah.
I like in contrast to Harry splashing him.
I like that, like, because he's right at the edge of the frame. He's like a bit stretched out as well. It just looks like a really wide, close shot, you know.
But yeah, and I was quite low to the water as well. But it's just nice, I think.
Yeah,
it's a good shot.
Good shot.
Like well framed.
Yeah,
lovely colours because Porsche 160.
Yeah.
But yeah, really nice.
Really
one of my best.
That's really nice.
But not my best because I've got one more.
Right.
What's your number 2?
My number 2, this one.
Of course, yeah, lovely. What was that on?
Harman Phoenix.
Yeah, that's the probably best thing you've ever shot on Harman Phoenix.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a nice photo. Just like it just annoys me how much better it could have been on
gold.
Something gold, yeah.
I really like it. It's nice.
Yeah, I really like that photo. I'm really happy with that. It's my best one from Sweden, I think.
Yeah. Would you like to know my number 1? My best photo from 2024 is...
Really?
Yeah, my favourite one.
Interesting.
It's weird that Harry features in 2 of my photos.
Is there a reason?
Photos of the year.
I think it's the time of year, isn't it?
Time of year, Ektachrome. Yeah, Ektachrome. It just looks really nice. Both of them are reasons that they were my favourite films this year.
Yeah.
And I think on any other film stock that would have been a lesser photo. I think.
I don't know what it is about that photo. It is the tones that makes me like it, and the bokeh and stuff like that.
Yeah,
just great.
I just said his name. He looked up and went, got him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't really say a lot else about that. I just think it's very nice.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
it's very natural. He's not posed or anything.
No.
And he makes quite a good subject despite being a bit annoying.
Yeah.
He's all right.
I've got a film number 1.
Oh, here we go.
And a digital number 1.
Well, digital one's not going to count.
I know it doesn't count, but it is so good. I cannot leave it out.
Okay, go on.
So this is my film number 1.
Lovely.
Again, actually, very similar to your number 1. So simple that it's good. Isn't it? like, yeah.
Yeah, not a lot to it, but it's really nice.
Yeah.
And on the Elizabeth line as well, it's just nice. It's nice, like you could just shoot stuff on there. It's really nice and clean, modern.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like any sort of way you turn, it's just you would get a good photo, I think, on there.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just kind of like surreal, isn't it? I think the whole tube is
it's
like
a bit
that.
futuristic. That
Doesn't
one. It's like
especially
tube.
Yeah, especially the Elizabeth line. But I think on the tube in general doesn't feel like Earth, you know, like because it's different. Just weird, you know, like weird lines everywhere and just
font of
weird architecture and stuff as well.
Fonts of the signage.
Nice. Yeah.
We've got a big appreciation for the tube, I think.
So it definitely adds to my appreciation for London as well.
That's the best thing about London.
Yeah. No, Barbican.
Yeah. No, the tube's the best.
Tube is probably the best thing about London, but the best thing about London photography-wise is the Barbican.
Okay, fair enough. We'll
agree to disagree. Yeah.
What's your digital number one is?
Digital number one is that.
Oh yeah, that's insane.
I cannot not mention it.
Like people would think that's AI.
Yeah, I think some people said to me they did think it was AI.
Yeah.
But like that'll probably be my favourite photo that I've taken for a while. Like I don't know if I'll top that.
Oh no, that was amazing. Like timing wise,
I hope I do top it.
But yeah,
I really like
pretty
it.
Perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would you have done that with a film camera? And
I would have got it with a film camera because I would have had one on me, but you know, it might not have been as good.
Did you with digital? Did you go and get loads, and then that's the best one?
I think I maybe took like 4 or 5. We were just walking around the Barbican, and there were these jets flying over.
Yeah.
Like there was loads flying over before that one flew over. So I was like ready for something to come over. But up until that point, they'd all just been single jets and not jets with like trails out the back. And then all of a sudden, this came across.
Yeah, it's magic that.
I just happened to be outside. Like
I will allow that to be mentioned in a film photography podcast.
Yeah, I did actually mention it on the Daisy podcast.
Yeah, you did.
It was that month.
Yeah. Daisy, if you're watching. She's not watching this far. No. Right, should we do photo books? Then I'm going to give you a little present.
Oh, okay.
What's your book?
My book is called Freak. Freak. I don't know if you can really read it because it's like embossed.
Yeah.
Oh, it says, that's better.
There you go.
Freak. It might also.
I saw the Monster Energy drink logo on there.
Yeah. Hang on.
What's happening?
That. So it's another BMX book. Oh. So there is a BMX edit video that called Freak that this is like based on basically.
Yeah.
This kind of just accompanied the video. And the whole thing is sponsored by Monster. It's 4 riders. Jordan Godwin, Felix Prangenberg, Alex Donachie, and Lewis Mills. 4 riders.
If you're watching.
Yeah. I think it came out last year. So I don't know, like, I was trying to look earlier to see if there was like a credit. Because I like to make sure like the photographers are credited, but I don't know, like, there were so many. Oh, here we go. Right. So photos by Rich Fawn, does a lot of the videography. So he filmed most of this.
Yeah.
Or he directed the whole thing. Killian Roth, who's a rider. Ryan Franklin, who I'm not sure who that is. Felix Prangenberg, who is a rider. Agnieszka Piatek, not sure who that is. I think that might be a photographer. Anton Aarons, not sure who that is. And Sean Lee, not sure how that pronounced that. But yeah, it's just photos from the trips that they did to get all the clips and stuff like that. But yeah, great photos in here, like great riding photos, and then just some cool like behind the scenes stuff as well.
My book is Paul McCartney off the Beatles, 1964, Eyes of the Storm. So this was part of a exhibition that happened at the National Portrait Gallery.
Right.
And these are all photos from 1964 as like the Beatles went around America and taken by Paul McCartney of the Beatles and that kind of thing, if you want to have a look. But yeah, it was interesting. Like, I didn't go to the exhibition, unfortunately. I sort of missed it, being busy. But so yeah, like, I've got the book.
He just had these photos sat around, like they weren't anything before this. Like they hadn't been used for anything. Oh, they are quite low quality, aren't they?
Yeah. So it's just like him taking photos and then people...
So I wonder, like...
grabbing his camera and taking photos of him, I guess. It is just like behind the scenes of the Beatles, like across this summer or whatever. So I'm glad I bought it. It's a cool book.
I wonder if they only had like the contact sheets or something.
Because a lot of them got like the crosses on, haven't they?
Yeah, but like they're quite low res.
Yeah.
Or some of them are. Yeah, these look a bit higher. But like, it makes you wonder if they didn't have the negatives anymore, so like they couldn't scan some of them. You know, these look better, but those first few that I was looking at, these look a bit. No more fan mail. Have you seen that?
Yeah, you showed me it.
Oh. And if you send it after the 22nd of October, it'll be tossed.
Please, after the 20th of October, do not send fan mail to any address that you have. Nothing will be signed after the 20th of October. If that has a date on the envelope, it's going to be tossed.
But yeah, I'm not a particularly big fan of the Beatles. Like I'm as much of a fan of the Beatles as the next man.
As me.
As in, they're fine.
Average.
I'm aware of their music and like
I'm aware. I'm conscious of their influence.
Yeah.
You know. So.
And like I like them.
Like I wouldn't.
I don't dislike them.
If someone put them in a list of best bands ever and they were number one, I'd be like, yeah, I guess. Because like you know they were very influential and pioneering, but you know I wouldn't.
Not my personal favourite, but
I do like some of their songs.
Yeah.
But they're just. I don't know,
everyone knows who they are from like when you're born, essentially.
Maybe a bit overplayed, so. Like I don't know.
Over the course of Christmas, we're not going to see each other.
What?
So, I'm not going to see much of you over Christmas. So we need to pick one of these. Mystery film. This is film I bought off eBay.
For you to shoot. Oh, you want me to shoot?
We're going to shoot one each.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're going to go off on our little adventures.
Yeah.
And then we're going to make a video when we get back of like the mystery
film. Should I put it in the fisheye camera or something?
Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do with it. But
okay,
like,
I'll have
we've got to document what we do over Christmas on these films.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've been exposed or not already.
Yeah. So
they're wound in, so we need to get them out of the film to start with. So you might want to record that.
Okay.
But yeah, pick one. I'm not going to tell you what they are. One is 100 and one is 200 ISO.
And how old do you know?
I think sort of early 2000s.
And can I get to see what they are, or do I just have to say left or right?
100, 200.
200.
You get Fuji.
Cool.
So that leaves me with the Unicam high resolution color print film 100 process C41. Yeah. So that's that. There's your present. You also get this.
This looks pretty 90s, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe 2000s. So it's not going to be. I could probably shoot it at 50 ISO.
If we can't get it out of the thing, should we just shoot a random film and make a video?
Should we try and get it out now?
I've tried that all bloody afternoon, mate.
Really? I managed to do it pretty quick.
There's a bit of film there.
Wonderpan.
That's why I used Wonderpan. Right, open that. As you're opening that, I'll do the outro. So that's it for this episode of the Full Frame Podcast. Thank you for watching us this year. Thank you for... Carry on. I'll do it in a minute.
I was going to say, I didn't think you'd want me to...
Is that the one you wanted?
Oh, Mark, it's the one I've always wanted.
It's the one that the man in the shop said all the boys want that one.
I've not seen this one.
No, cool.
So you left the price on it.
Yeah, well, that's what you're worth. What was it?
Thanks. £13.95.
£13.95.
It's very generous.
What do you get me? Fuck all.
I'll give you.
But I don't give to receive.
You're a giver, not a receiver.
I'm definitely a giver.
That.
Yeah, the photo's really cool, wasn't it?
Painting.
Yeah, there was like planning stuff in there as well.
Yeah, nice. I will enjoy that.
Cherish it, treasure it.
It'll go on my shelf
immediately. Thank you for watching. That's it for the Full Frame Podcast. Thanks for watching this year. Thank you for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe and then comment if you're able. And we'll be back next week for more sexy and exciting adventures on film. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm warning you with peace and love, but I have too much to do. So no more fan mail. Thank you, and no objects to be signed. Nothing. Anyway, peace and love, peace and love.